What if I told you there are certain sacred things that God's chosen must never reveal? Yes, even you called, set-apart carry divine knowledge that isn't meant for public ears. Perhaps you've stayed silent before, out of caution or instinct. But there's more to it. Much more. You see, silence isn't weakness, it's power. In a world obsessed with exposure, where people rush to broadcast their every move, the truly chosen walk differently. They walk in wisdom, in stillness, in secrecy, when needed. If you're one of God's chosen, this message is for you. There are divine mysteries tied to your destiny, details so sacred they must be protected, not published. If your spirit is ready to receive, comment, I receive. Now let's begin with the first sacred secret. 1. Your future dreams and divine plans. Keep them hidden. Guard your vision. Guard it like treasure. Many people fall into the trap of oversharing. They announce their dreams before they've even begun building them. But here's the truth. The enemy cannot see your future unless you show him. He doesn't have supernatural access to God's plans for you, but he does watch, listen, and study your words. Loose talk gives the enemy the clues he needs to interfere. Proverbs 29:11 says, "A fool vents all his feelings, but a wise man holds them back." The wise don't announce what God is still developing. They wait. They nurture. They protect. Just like Mary, the mother of Jesus, when given the greatest revelation in history, she didn't blast it to everyone. She pondered these things in her heart. She kept quiet until God's timing unfolded. Your dreams are like seeds. Fresh, delicate, not ready for storms. Sharing them prematurely invites opinions, resistance, and even spiritual warfare you're not prepared for. Let them grow in silence. Let God water them in private. And when the time is right, He will reveal what needs to be seen. 2. Family struggles. Keep the sanctuary covered. Your home is sacred. Not every disagreement, hardship, or failure is meant for outside eyes. In this age of oversharing, especially online, it's tempting to vent. But chosen ones know some things are holy, and they must stay behind closed doors. Whether it's a conflict in your marriage, a child going astray, or financial pressure, handle it with spiritual discretion. Don't feed the enemy with information that can be twisted into division. 1 Peter 4:8 says, "Love covers a multitude of sins." Proverbs 17:9 reminds us, "Whoever fosters love covers an offense." Be like the sons of Noah, who covered their father's shame instead of exposing him. Stand in the gap for your family. Don't open the door for gossip, doubt, or judgment. Think, what if Mary had run to Elizabeth complaining about Joseph when he doubted her? Wouldn't that have created confusion, even broken trust? Instead, she entrusted her situation to God, and God intervened. Some things are meant to be handled in the secret place, with prayer, not public discussion. Protect your home, and you'll protect your legacy. 3. Your spiritual encounters. Guard the sacred. Some moments with God are not for public consumption. Maybe you've had a dream, a vision, or an answered prayer that shook you to your core. Not every spiritual encounter is meant to be shared immediately or with everyone. Why? Because the enemy loves to distort holy moments, turning them into points of doubt or ridicule. When Joseph shared his God-given dreams too soon, his brothers grew jealous and plotted against him. Genesis 37. The lesson: premature revelation invites unnecessary warfare. There is a time to testify, but there is also a time to let God finish the work before speaking of it. Some revelations are meant to strengthen you first, before they strengthen others. Hold them close until the Spirit prompts you to share. 4. Your acts of kindness. Keep humility intact. In an age of cameras and social media, people rush to display every charitable act. But Jesus warned us in Matthew 6:3-4, "When you give, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." When you serve in silence, your reward comes from God, not human applause. True humility is content with heaven's approval, even if the world never notices. 5. Your weaknesses. Don't hand the enemy a map. Every person has weaknesses, but chosen ones. No better than to announce them to the wrong people. The enemy studies vulnerabilities, and so do people who may not have pure intentions. Even Samson's downfall began when he revealed his secret to the wrong person, Judges 16. Instead, bring your weaknesses to God in prayer and to a small, trusted circle of spiritually mature believers who will cover you in love, not exploit your struggles. 6. Your private struggles with God. Let Him work in you. There are seasons where your faith feels tested, your prayers seem unanswered, and your heart wrestles with God. These moments are deeply personal. Job didn't run to the crowds. He took his lament to God directly. When you are in the furnace of testing, resist broadcasting every detail to the world. Let God finish the refining process in private, so your eventual testimony will be unshakable. Final word, chosen one. Silence is a shield. It guards your calling, your family, your faith, and your future. Not every truth is meant for every ear. By keeping certain matters between you and God, you protect the sacred space where He works, wonders. Remember, what is hidden in prayer will one day be revealed in glory. 7. Your financial blessings. Don't invite unnecessary eyes when God begins to prosper you. Resist the urge to show off or announce every breakthrough. We live in a world where success attracts not only admiration, but also envy, jealousy, and sometimes spiritual attack. Deuteronomy 8:8 reminds us, "Remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." Your blessings are first and foremost a testimony of God's goodness. Handle them with humility. Yes, it's okay to celebrate milestones, but do so with discernment. Some blessings are meant to be quietly enjoyed with family and a few trusted friends, not broadcast to strangers. 8. Your next move. Let God announce it. One of the enemy's oldest tricks is to attack you before you arrive at your destination. If he knows your route, he can set up roadblocks. This is why God often works in mystery. He doesn't reveal the full picture until the time is right. Proverbs 3-6 says, "In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths." When God is the one announcing your next step, not even the enemy can stop it. Closing message, chosen one, you are set apart. The calling on your life is too precious to be left unguarded. Your silence is not weakness, it's strategy. It gives God space to work without interference. It blocks the enemy's schemes, and it protects what is still in the making. So, guard your dreams, protect your family, keep sacred moments sacred, and walk in wisdom, knowing that sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is to say nothing at all.